When does Nevada open up to 50% capacity, specifically Las Vegas, and what will happen if we don't? What will happen in the future if we don't change things? And why am I wearing a Pokemon Pikachu hat? I'm going to explain all of that in this video right now. How's it going, everybody? My name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm also having a hard time keeping a straight face wearing this thing because I can actually see myself in the monitor on my watch, and it looks kind of ridiculous, and I kind of love it. But at the same time, I'll explain this in a sec. The video today is, when do we open up Nevada? Right now, there's murmurs in the county commission here in Las Vegas and Clark County that are trying to get the governor to open back up to 50% capacity. So in this video, I'm going to go over when I think that might happen, what I think will have to happen in order for it to happen, and what happens if it doesn't happen. It's a lot of happenings. If you guys like this video, I hope you guys would like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the future notifications if you would do so much, and also leave us a comment below. Do you think it's time we open up to 50%? Heck, do you think we should pull a Florida, I don't even know what that means, and go ahead and open it up to 100%, because as far as I know, Florida is 100%. And a lot of people will argue that Florida is no worse for the wear than us, but you got to remember, Florida was one of the worst parts of the country just not 6, 7, 8 months ago, something like that. So maybe Florida paid their dues, like Freddie Mercury once sang, time after time. Maybe they got through the worst part, and we have just been prolonging the inevitable, and we're doing our worst part in little bits and pieces. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the future notifications. Leave us that comment. If you want to further support us, we have the Facebook group, Not Leaving Las Vegas. We have the Patreon, the channel memberships. You guys get access to early videos. I'm starting to do photo galleries. I need to find a place where I can host portfolios. It won't cost me an arm and a leg, but you guys will have those soon. And your name in the credits. If you guys want to support us further, VegasFaceMask.com, no S at the end. This one matches my shirt. Oh my gosh, it's such a loud design. It matches my Pokemon hat, I suppose. And by the way, thank you to that person that did send me this hat. I knew it was a hat from the way that the package was formed. You guys there's a P.O. box under where it says more info on my videos. You guys can send me stuff like this hat. I thought I would wear it because it's funny. It's hard to take myself seriously, but you got to laugh sometimes. Okay, question of the day. When does Nevada open up to 50% capacity? Answer, I don't know, but I have an idea. I think it's going to happen when we hit somewhere around 500 cases a day. Currently, we're in between 850 to 950. It trends down, it trends up, but they use something called the 14-day moving average. And the 14-day moving average says that, you know what, we're in a good place. So it keeps going down. But I think that when we get to 500 cases a day, and the other half of this recipe that we're not looking at, that nobody's talking about, is the percent of positive cases coming back. I think when those percent of positive cases get between 10 to 15%, I think it'll be a comfort level where the local governments of the world, and the state of Nevada and Steve Sisolak, will be able to feel good in opening back up to 50%. But the county commissioner is probably one of the most, these are some of the most powerful politicians in the state, and they're calling for it to happen now, March 1st. Let's do it a month from now. And why are they so powerful? Well, to understand this, you have to understand the geographical and demographical makeup of Nevada, okay? To do this, you have to realize that Nevada is a state that only has 2 major population centers. We have Reno in the north and Las Vegas in the south. And of that, Clark County, Nevada, is one of the biggest counties, I think, probably in America, unless Texas has us beat. It's huge. It's not like in the East Coast where you can drive through counties all day long. If you drive one whole entire day, you can basically stay in Clark County driving around the whole time. It's a big place. 2-point-something million out of the 3 million people live in all of Nevada, live in Clark County. So when these commissioners say something, big things happen. When Steve Sisolak was on the county commission, he helped the Allegiant Stadium get built, for example, and now it sits empty, but that's beyond the point. So they're calling for that. They're putting pressure on the local lawmakers. But the real reason they're doing this is because it's really about the convention calendar. So I want you guys to harken back to a time, a long time ago. So I'm harkening back by doing my video in my car today. I used to do these videos exclusively from my car with a cheapo camera, and just like, it was rough. Now I got all the gear, but I wanted to do it like, to go back to nostalgia. Let's be nostalgic for a minute. Chicago used to dominate in conventions in a lot of ways. Conventions were held in Chicago, I think Los Angeles, but slowly but surely, with things like the Sands Convention Center, which we talked about in our Sheldon Adelson video, the convention business started growing in Las Vegas. Now, right now, we need our convention business back above all else. Yes, we love you coming in and pumping money into the machines, the city says. Yes, we love it when you come and spend big on, you know, the entertainment, but that doesn't exist. So come and do a restaurant, spend some money at the hotels, buy that $8 bottle of water. But we need our conventions back. Those are the bread and butter of the entire city in a lot of ways. If we don't get them back soon, then we will lose them out to places that are well primed and have been building their convention facilities for a long time. They do conventions in Florida. Florida's currently at 100% capacity openness, as far as I understand. They do them in Chicago. It'd be tough because they're closed down in the Midwest, but one city comes and steals them. But by moving to 50% capacity, they have the ability to do conventions or gatherings of 250 people, or I think it was the last rule, 10% of the venue's capacity. Meaning, therefore, that if you wanted to have something and host it at, say, I don't know, Allegiant Stadium, at least with 65,000 person capacity, you could potentially do something like 6,500 people. I think that was the rule, and if I'm wrong, point it out below, because it seems like years ago that we had that rule, but it was just as recent as up to October to November 24th when Sisolak shut us to 25%. So by moving everything to 50%, right now 50% is only for retail shops and grocery stores off the strip, we would be moving into that territory where we could have a 250 person gathering at small venues and a little bit more at bigger venues. But the other thing is this, conventions are not like when you say, hey, let's go to Vegas this weekend on a Wednesday, and you just go on a Friday. Conventions are more or less like, hey, we have a giant industry body, maybe we're SEMA, the Specialty Equipment Manufacturing Association, or we're the Consumer Electronics Association, CEA, that runs the CES show. Hey, let's have a big gathering. But hey, guess what? There's so many logistics to go around. There's people all over the world. We have to make sure that they're all in the same place at the same time. These things take months, if not a year plus, to really get into motion. So that's the main thing. We have to get them into motion is what I think the argument is, because if we don't have our conventions going into the fall and the winter time, if the NFR decides to spend another year down in Texas, which they did last year in November, December, then we're in big trouble. And we have a problem that will not go away easily. Yeah, we love tourists, but the tourists are not going to reap out the rewards and the financial benefits like the conventions are. And we have to get ourselves to that place real fast. And I have to get going to work right now, so I thought I would just share this video and ask you the question. Again, I said what I think. I think it'll go to 50% when we have around 500 cases a day and about, 10 to 15% of our tests coming back positive. And I'm sure there's a lot of opinions you can share. People have opinions on the PCR tests. People have opinions on, whether that it should just open up 100% just like they do in Florida. And I think Texas is also allowing people at their games when the Dallas Stars play in the NHL. Lots of things you can leave me in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Once again, my name is Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas. Thank you guys for watching, sharing, liking. Thank you for all the nice things that you sent me. Somebody sent me this Knicks shirt. I don't mind wearing it because I think it's a badass shirt, and the Knicks have a history. And guess what? If y'all not a Knicks fan, just tell me your team in the comments below. And if you send me something, I'll definitely wear it on camera. Thank you for the hat. Have a hat collection. This is the first of its kind. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications. Check out VegasFaceMask.com. The only two you'll never need. What? There you go. Made by my wife. Sent out to you. Free shipping all across the United States of America, and international shipping is available. And now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. So are you ready for this? My camera's flipped around, so I'm just going to put my hand up. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. By the way, I keep looking down because I'm actually watching myself on to watch. Oh, now Siri's talking to me. But there it is. So I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and click.